Hi there, Leanne from Jaded Blossom, and I'm going to assemble the MDF Snowman. So I'm using the brand new Gnome Friends Snowman dies and the MDF Standing Base to assemble the MDF Snowman. And I'm using the Milk and Cookies pad from Doodlebug. So you could use whatever you have, right? So first I cut this little snowman guy out of American Crafts white cardstock. Remember, you want to be generous with your glue. I'm using Barely Arts glue. There's a lot of good glues out there. And then you want to weight it down and get really good contact and coverage. Next, I am using Simon Says Stamps glitter paper, and I cut the MDF Standing Base out of that, and I'm going to glue it to the base. And you're going to want to weight that down as well. And next here, I'm going to assemble the earmuffs. So first I cut the earmuffs out of Gmund Tindalo Woodgrain cardstock, and it's just a really thick craft because it's going to hang over the MDF Snowman piece. So I wanted to make it a little bit thicker. And I also like everything to look craft colored from the back because I'm crazy like that. So I'm just going to weight that down. Next, I'm going to glue my little snowman head to an American Crafts black piece, just so you can, you don't have to deal with the little pieces for the eyes and mouth, right? Next here, I'm going to assemble the rest of these little earmuffs. So I'm going to add another layer of the craft on here just because I like the thickness of it, and it'll, make it pop a little bit more. I did cut the main color, like the main piece of that, out of American Crafts red cardstock. And now I'm going to add in the pink earmuffs. There we go. And I do weight it down with acrylic block. I lost the other piece, so I've got to go find that. But I'm going to assemble the scarf that's also from that pattern pad from Doodlebug. And oops, there's the other little earmuff piece. It escaped, it was on my desk. Oops, and then I'm going to add that as well. And I will weight it down with an acrylic block. Next, I'm going to add on his little orange nose with Barely Art glue. And you can see where it goes from the, stitch lines. And I'm going to add some ink blending, or not ink blending, EK Success chalk to the cheeks. There we go. And isn't that cute? Just too cute, right? And I will weight that down with an acrylic block as well. Okay, so I'm going to add on his little scarf with some Barely Art glue. So you can decorate this guy however you like. I think kids could easily do this, right? Like easily do this. Oh, I've decided I'm going to add the little head first. But this would be very easy for children to put together. And it would be kind of neat because then they could have this little standing snowman when they're done, right? But this would look cute on tiered trays, on your mantle, whatever you want. So I'm going to add my little scarf on. And I will weight that down. And then I'm going to add my 3 little pieces of coal. That's just American Crafts black cardstock. There we go. And just making sure the glue doesn't make a mess. I'm going to add on my little earmuffs. Just adding a little bit of glue to the insides of those little earmuff parts. And you'll see how it overhangs the snowman. That's why I wanted to add that thicker layer, just to make sure it's like a little more sturdy, right? So this is a little heart. These are from Doodlebug. I don't know what they're called, but these are like Doodlebug heart enamel shape sprinkles. So I'm going to give him a red heart to hold. Then these little arms are cut out of American Crafts dark brown cardstock, and they're going to hold the heart. So that's what's neat about these arms. You can have him holding something, right? You could have cut a heart out of cardstock if you wanted to, but I really like the shine. And there he is. Isn't he sweet? Look how cute he is. And then we will pop him in his little base. Oops, got to get it lined up straight to get it in. There we go. And isn't he adorable? Look at that. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired with the team. The Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on these adorable MDF pieces. Thanks, everybody. Bye.